Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new video on the channel. So in this video, we're actually going to be going over something related to the Amlod Hour, and I'm pretty sure you guys know that will be turning pouches into scrolls. Now this is a method which can be very inflated on the wiki at times and can show numbers which sometimes they possibly could be that, and sometimes they definitely aren't that price. And what we're going to be doing in this video, basically buying some pouches, checking the margins on the pouches, and then going to go and do some scrolls. And then just seeing roughly what the prices are like and see if it really is worth doing the time for the Amlod Hour. So basically on the Amlod Hour, which is the blue owl, it gives you a chance for 20% extra scrolls to be made, which is basically extra free profit for you. Normally when you're converting pouches into scrolls, you're pretty much even for sort of prices, or you make a little bit of a loss turning them into scrolls anyway, because there's a less demand on certain familiar scrolls anyway. However, in terms of all the pouches, there's only so many pouches I want to keep an eye on. So the ones I'm going to be doing in this video are going to be Calgarians, demon pouches, turn them into scrolls, blood reavers, we're going to be doing ripper demons, smoke devils, and also steel titan scrolls. Now, these four pouches are going to give you quite a big range of summoning levels. I think a smoke devil is something like 65 or 66. It really isn't that high, but the others do work their way up to a higher level at some point. Now, the normal pouches are different to the ancient pouches. The ancient pouches actually give you double the scrolls, but you're going to have to spend a lot more for them as well. But we're just going to work through like all these pouches, what they're going to make in terms of profit for scrolls, and yeah, basically go from there. So I'll start buying them now. So the steel pouch is bought now. We buy the smoke devil. Now, between all the pouches, I'd say smoke devil and steel titan are probably the most solid out of the two. They always seem to be roughly like 20 to 25 mil profit per hour. And they're very, very decent, and they always seem to be there. And sometimes with Smoke Devil, even though it's like a lower summoning level, can make you a lot more profit in the long run. And then the binding contract pouches. So the ones which seem to work best are these three. The others, not so much. Now, binding contracts are on the way down from what we had a look at on Market Watch. So we just want to make sure that we're buying them for a decent price. I'm going to just instant buy them anyway, because at least then that way, if we make profit, we know definite for sure they'll make profit no matter what we buy them at as well. Ripper Demon, we're going to buy those. And then finally, the last one will be the Calgarian. Now, the Calgarian probably has one of the better scroll specials, but it doesn't seem to trade as well as these two, ever. Right, so those are all the pouches bought. So that is going to be roughly about 130k for all these binding contracts, which these still make so much profit. It's absolutely mad, like how much they bring into the game. But definitely one, if you get your binding contracts from your ancient caskets, or if you've got some time to go make the binding contract yourself, definitely look into doing it, because it's really, really worthwhile doing. Now, let's go grab our teleport crystal, and we shall go off to Amlod. And like I said before, Amlod Hour happens in rotation with the others. It will happen occasionally, but whenever it does pop up, it can be worthwhile for you to jump in, and especially if you've got scrolls to make, or if you want a little bit of profit, and quick profit at that as well. You're going to be making like 20 to 25 mil per hour easy, and that's with just these two. If these three are trading decently, and again, before doing it, I'd probably check the margin and see which is best. I would work out you'd be making upwards of over 20 mil quite comfortably. Right, so a few things to be noticed. So normal pouches will make 10 scrolls. So as you see there, from that steel titan pouch, we've just got 12. And then your ancient, and then your binding contracts will make 20 scrolls. So this is something I went wrong with on the first time. I thought I was like massively like losing money because I thought I'd only get 10 scrolls. But no, binding contracts will provide you with 20 scrolls. So as you can see, the Smoke Devil was the lowest level summoning familiar. So really, you can do this from level 61. To be able to get into finish, you'll need 75 anyway, so you'll definitely be able to do this method. So there you go, there's all our scrolls, and we can just do a quick price check to see if we're looking as if we're going to be good. So these two were roughly about 3.5k each, and as you see, pretty big increase there. We've probably made 3k each, if they do sell, of course. And then the Blood Reaver, Ripper, and Calgarian all seem to make a little bit, not loads compared to the pouch price, but again, we'll see in the Grand Exchange once we put in. Once tax is taken out as well, that's an important thing to think about as well. We will be losing GP due to tax. Right, so there we go. So roughly per hour, you can make 7.2k pouches worth of scrolls, which will roughly be about 172k scrolls per hour doing this. So If you tap in properly, you can really make some profit, but you need to be efficient, and it's all about speed with this. So it's all about speed. So the Smoke Devil scrolls haven't sold, so they're pretty much out the running of making any profit. Steel Titan did insane. So one Steel Titan pouch we bought for 3.6k. We turned that into 18.2k just from one patch. That's 15k profit per pouch. So every invo you're making, easy 300k profit. So you just need to keep moving, keep doing those patches as quick as you can, and you will rack up an insane amount. They could be quite easy over 30 mil per hour. Just turn them into scrolls. Smoke Devils we've been through, we've ran, they're not selling it at minus 25%, so I'm going to kind of take them out. These are normally very solid, so I just presume there's not enough volume of offers in the Grand Exchange, not enough buys, which is why it's not sold or taking so long to sell anyway. Definitely check them because they are a great one to do at quite a low level as well, and are always pretty solid for profit. They do have a demand with how the Smoke Devils use as a combat familiar, so always look into that. So Blood Reaver 139k, and the Blood Reaver scrolls sold for 137. Not really worth doing, but again, it was worth checking for the margin. Ripper Demon was 124k, made a little bit, 6k profit. The one you really want to be doing, and again, this is why I would go and check your margins before doing anything on Amlod Hour, because the Calgarian scrolls sold way above mid-price, like properly above mid-price. As you can see, they're 2.2k ahead of the other two, so there's definitely a spike in those for whatever reason. Now, these make me nervous. The ancient scrolls do make me nervous, so what I'd probably be doing every 20 minutes is just throw them in the Grand Exchange and letting them sell, just so you can keep that cash flow coming in, because you don't want to be stuck with a big pile of these scrolls with the price they are, because you'll just be tying up your cash stack anyway, and there might be a chance you'll have to dump them at a low price and then potentially lose money due to it as well. But again, that is Amlod Hour. Just wanted to go through all the benefits of that as well. Don't forget things like summoning outfit for a little bit more XP and a little bit of buffs as well. This is all down to efficiency, bank speed, and teleports as well. Making sure your teleports are ideal. The Attuned Crystal Teleport Seed is very, very good, but also the Master Camouflage outfit is very good as well. And don't forget, when you go into the bank, rather than clicking the bank interface, you can now load last preset just to be that little bit quicker as well. So the quicker you are banking and more efficiently banking, the quicker you'll rack up the GP as well. But that is Amlod Hour, and that is the summoning money making method as well. It's always one of the top methods whenever we do things like the best money makers for the month. Always something which is there, and sometimes the profit per hour it throws out, you do look and think, that's a bit crazy, that's a bit too much. How can it be that much profit per hour? But as you can see with the Steel Titan pouches, as you can see with the Calgarian scrolls, if the demand is there and people are buying them for a certain price, you can rack up some serious profit very, very quick. And it can definitely be, and it definitely is, a money maker as well. Very similar to Daxten Wai gigs. You need to time it right and make sure that profits and margins are there. But if they're there, go in why it is there, because it'll be pretty huge anyway. But that is the end of this video. If you have enjoyed, please make sure to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll speak to you guys very soon in the next video.